The truth.
The air was damp, making it difficult to breathe. I could vaguely hear the lively sounds of a banquet far off somewhere. My consciousness was slowly coming back. When I opened my eyes, I was in a small, moonlit room. Was this a storage room? I couldn't speak. When I looked at myself, my mouth was covered by a cloth and my arms and legs were tied up. I desperately tried to remember why I was tied up like this. I was kidnapped by a man. Checking my surroundings, I noticed that I had lost the important bracelet Tokiwa-san gave me. Just then,
How's the woman?
I could hear the low voice of a man from outside of the room. What was that voice just now? I crawled to the door of the room and tried to listen it.
This is bad. We've been making it look like this was by someone with a grudge against gentlemen. We left witnesses out there. Right when we were about to finally become the top shop in the red light district.
This means, were the street killer crimes related to conflicts between the shops in the red light district? And that's why they were only attacking high-ranking gentlemen?
In any case, I'll leave it to you to deal with the women. Certainly.
What? He was going to take care of me? If I don't do anything, I'm scared. I want to escape. But how could I escape with my arms and my legs tied up? Somebody help me! Tokiwa-san! My whole body was shaking in fear from not knowing what would happen. But I was the one who tried to distance myself from Tokiwa-san. Even if I called his name, just as I closed my eyes and tried to quietly bear this fear.
What are you? Go!
Huh? I heard a man groan in pain. After a while, the door slowly opened. Creak. I heard footsteps coming close to me. Who was this? I'm so scared. What should I do? Just go wild. What do we do?
Just try to say something.
I would crawl to the corner of the room.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not.
Try to say something.
Yep.
I tried speaking, but I just made the claws go deeper in my mouth and didn't help at all. In the darkness, I heard someone coming toward me, one step after another. This was it. Just as I thought that.
It's okay. Be quiet.
This voice was. The clothes covering my mouth was taken off, and a dim light illuminated the area as the surrounding area slowly came into focus. Then the face of the voice owner was illuminated.
Misao, I came here to rescue you.
There was the person that I wanted to see most, the person whose name I called in my heart for so long. Tokiwa-san.
Shh, be quiet, relax, everything's alright. You were scared, right?
The green eyes that I love shook with worry. You came here to rescue me, Tokiwa-san, Tokiwa-san. I felt so relieved, but tears were spilling forth from my eyes.
Come on, everything's fine.
Tokiwa-san ever so gently covered my body as I continued to sob. Tokiwa-san.
Calm down. I'll always be by your side.
Yes. His large hand gently rubbed my back over and over as I sobbed convulsively.
Have you finally calmed down, Misao?
The sound of his voice made me feel relief from the bottom of my heart. Yes. I'm okay now. I wiped away my tears and smiled at Tokiwa.
Misao, you don't need to try to act tough. Alright? I'll free you now.
Tokiwa-san untied the rope that was binding my hands and feet. Tokiwa-san! And we hugged each other tightly. But how did you know I was here?
Because of this.
It broke, and you know how it is at Hansel and Gretel? And how he leaves breadcrumbs behind? Yeah, after Tokiwa-san said that, he showed me a small stone that had the same color of his eyes. This is from the bracelet.
When I walked around Yoshiwara trying to find you, I found these stones scattered in front of the shop.
I see.
These stones are rare, so I quickly noticed them. Then I snuck in through the back door and tried to find you, Misao.
The green stones brought you and me together, Tokiwa.
If I didn't have eyes of this color, then I wouldn't have given this to you. When I found this for the first time, I was able to appreciate the color of my eyes.
Tokiwa.
If you can save the life of my precious Misao, then I guess the color of my eyes aren't so bad.
When Tokiwa lifted the stones to his eye, he winked with his eye that shined like the stone.
But what a surprise to think that you would be held captive in a shop along the same main street.
So this is actually the red light district?
Yes, and this shop has been competing against our shop in the ranks for a long time.
I've told Tokiwa-san what I heard the men talking about before.
I see. So that's what happened? That's why only famous gentlemen were attacked?
I also thought it was strange.
If a gentleman were their targets, it would be difficult to attack the top ones inside the shop.
Tokiwa-san nodded and seemed to understand what had happened.
In any case, we should get out of here. Misao, can you walk?
Oh yes. A what? I tried to stand up but lost my balance and almost fell down.
Are you okay?
Tokiwa-san quickly held my body after I lost my balance. I'm sorry, maybe because I was tied up, I lost the strength to my legs.
Don't overdo it.
He's gonna, like carry us.
Alright, let's go before someone notices us.
With Tokiwa-san supporting my body, we headed to the door when...
Well, how did you guys...
We ran into the man from before at the entrance to the room.
This isn't good. Run away, now! Wait!
We shook the man off and started to run away from there. We left the shop that I was held captive in and ran outside.
Misao, are your legs okay?
Yes, somehow.
Find them. They must be around here somewhere.
From behind us I heard the voices of our pursuers.
Let's hide in the shadows of that building.
Following Tokiwa-san, I walked into a street that led to a back alley. We then hid ourselves in the shadows and Tokiwa-san held me in his chest. Tokiwa-san.
Be quiet.
I nodded slightly and from the shadows I watched what was happening on the main street.
Damn, they aren't here. Look over there.
After making sure that our pursuers were leaving, we headed into the opposite direction. We hid ourselves among the pleasure seekers and somehow fled to Inari Shrine.
Phew. If you've come this far, we should be alright.
We seemed to have thrown off our pursuers. We finally caught our breath and sat down within the shrine's ground.
I'm so happy that you're safe. After you were kidnapped, I felt so uneasy.
I also felt like it would be the end for me, but I didn't expect that I would end up with you like this, Tokiwa.
By the way, weren't we in the middle of a conversation when we came here before?
Oh, yeah, that was...
Misao, is it alright if I ask you again?
Tokiwa-san looked at my eyes without blinking.
Why did you say that you wouldn't meet me anymore? Tell the truth.
Okay, I will tell you the truth.
Please, of all people, I want to know you clearly, Misao.
My family isn't rich or anything like that. I received the money I brought you with from a young couple when I helped them run away.
You helped them run away, so that's why. Even people who help someone run away from the Red Dead District are severely punished. You skated on thin ice, but I'm happy that you're safe, Misao.
But I've already used all that money.
Misao, why?
Because I like you. I wanted to make your dream come true. So I wanted to support you as much as I could. But I've already used all the items that I received as thanks for helping them.
That's why you said you wouldn't be able to see me anymore.
Yes. You were truly beautiful in the courtesan's procession, so my vision became warped for some reason and I felt something oozing out deep in my nose. Even if I weren't around, you would be fine. That's why I thought... I didn't want to cry, but a big teardrop spilled from the corner of my eye. But, Tokiwa-san, you already have a lot of appointments from other women, right?
What are you talking about? Of course I decline those types of appointments.
Huh? No way.
Of course, you're the only one for me, Misao.
Oh my, Tokiwa.
You should have told me about this earlier.
Tokiwa. He gently hugged my shoulder as I continued to cry without end.
You're the only one for me, Misao.
Tokiwa-san, I really don't want to leave you. I want to be with you.
Me too, Misao.
We hugged each other's bodies firmly like we were confirming our love.
Misao.
I felt warm inside of Tokiwa-san's arms and and he received my heart ever so gently. He means it, you know? Oh, actually, I wanna 20 cookie. 20. This is so sad. Like 100 is the max, right? And we're like 20, and it's like, you said like you know like we fuck him once, and then we're like at 100.
Yeah.
명을 찾아낸 우리니까 후회하지 마라 baby 영원히 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 함께니까